Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. Let's get this show on the road with quite a bit of weather to talk about. I've been under the weather for a couple of days. At least my voice has. It's getting a little bit better. So hopefully you can bear with me. We're going to talk about a soaking rain, a little bit of snow. We do see a cool patch. I've been kind of warning you about that. But as has been with all the cold snaps this winter, short-lived, and already signs that before it even gets here, the models are trying to erode it away some. So let's get on to it. Happy Friday to you, and we'll get to our soaking rain first. A little bit slower, honestly, than what it looked like yesterday. So it might be mid to late afternoon before the east side of the state really starts to get wet. Southwest side will get wet during the morning hours, but it might be late morning before that happens. So here's the radar forecast that I like, and let's go to noon. And at noon, yeah, Grand Rapids, you might have the showers starting. Kalamazoo, you might have showers starting in your area noonish. Probably still dry in Lansing at noon, and definitely dry in Ann Arbor, Detroit, the Thumb, Saginaw Bay City, Traverse City, Alpena. Now let's go into 3 this afternoon, and the rain solidly into Grand Rapids and solidly into Lansing. Excuse me. And heading toward Saginaw, Bay City, Flint, and heading toward Ann Arbor and Detroit. Now, by evening, rain everywhere. Sorry, it's more of a dry throat. Well, I don't know if this is going to work after all. I sound a lot worse than I feel. So if I can't make it through, I'll have to leave you. Alrighty, so what happens then is the rain changes over to snow overnight tonight in northern lower Michigan and the eastern UP. And then snow comes down into much of lower Michigan. It looks like Saturday night and Sunday. So here, folks, is the total rainfall out of this system, and it looks like it's a 1/2 inch to inch or so for most all of lower Michigan. And we do need it. I'm writing a post right now about how the drought area is expanding. All right, so total snowfall. Overnight tonight, tomorrow morning. Eastern UP, the Sioux, Mackinac City, Petoskey, Charlevoix, Traverse City area. Frankfort, Leelanau County, Manistee. Let's call 1 to 3 inches easily. Maybe some spots at the tip of the mitt, Eastern UP, get to 4 and 5 inches snowfall. And then as the snow showers develop on Sunday, The thumb might get an inch or two of snow, and the rest of us might get, a little bit of a dusting, I guess you'd call it. Dusting sounds like it'd be dry. This would be a wet snow. Okay, into the future then. So here goes our storm system. By the way, traveling into the deep south tomorrow could be a severe weather outbreak in Georgia. So if you're making that trip, be careful there. This is Sunday. This is a cold Sunday coming up and quickly replaced by a southwesterly flow, warming temperatures into Tuesday and Wednesday. Next storm system sets up its temperature contrast zone across Michigan late next week. And there's your cool patch developing about March 16th, 17th, 18th. At that point, our average high temperature is in the low 40s, and we could still be 10 degrees colder than that, so we could have a high in the low 30s or so. And I warned you that that can happen. So, high temperatures today. Let's see if I can get this set up for you. So today, we're back to 50 degrees on the east side of the state, upper 40s on the west side. Tomorrow, it's 50 in the far southeast, Ann Arbor, Detroit, and then 40s and then 30s up to the north, and 20s in the western UP. And there's Sunday. Sunday is a winter day. I will not sugarcoat it for you. Look for temperatures in the 30s all day, and with the wind and snow showers, it'll feel like in the 20s, but just like every other cold spell this winter, it lasts a day. We're back to 50 in most places on Monday, and we're back to the low 60s on Tuesday, and Wednesday also, maybe in the 60s. And then Thursday, late next week, as the storm system develops, you can get intense temperature contrasts at this time of the year. We're on the south side of a storm. It's very April and spring-like, and on the north side of the storm, it can be just almost wintry. So we'll have to watch how that progresses, but you can kind of see that the trend is toward the end of this, 10 days out, a cooler patch. So I've been waiting because all this year the cold spells advertised by the models don't live up to their billing. So I've been waiting a couple of days to show this to you, and already today it's starting to back off some. So this is a 16-day forecast for surface temperature anomaly. So we get into next week, and again in the 60s. That's warm. That's very warm for this time of the year. That's 20 degrees warmer than normal. We get to next weekend, we start to cool down. Then here's March 19th, March 20th. 5 degrees colder than normal. March 21st, and already starting to dissolve a little bit, kind of a colder pocket hanging around, but nothing that takes up a big part of the country. And over the last couple of days, this was a bigger cold spell thought to be. So let's look at, about 24 hours ago, what it looked like. So that's what it said on March 20th, 24 hours ago. And now, this is how things have changed for March 20th. It's still, colder than normal, but not that extreme. And what the heck, let's go out 46 days because we can, right? So there's our cool patch, March 24th, 25th, 26th, fading, March 31st, April 1st, April 5th, April 6th. So what it says is I think we're going to get the last week of March, first week of April being a little bit cooler than normal, but remember, by then our average high is about 50 degrees, so it will be hard to get, let's say, full-blown winter to come back into our area if we're just slightly colder than normal toward the end of March. But be ready, and of course you know that's got to happen. That's probably the last gasp of this non-winter winter, and then we'll take off into a true spring weather pattern. So there you have it, soaking rain, which we need because drought is expanding across Michigan. Some snow, 2 to 4 inches, northern lower, eastern UP tonight, Saturday, some snow in the thumb on Sunday. Sunday's a cold day, and then next week is mostly on the spring side. Hey, thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great weekend. Bye.